A day like today with the strong wind, it is better to hold off on those landing flaps until we're nice and close. The last thing we want is to add all that flap way far away and then have an engine failure and all of a sudden we can't make the runway. That'd be foolish. Okay, a little more to the right. Airspeed's fine. Take her lower, take her lower, take her lower, take her lower. Now a gentle round out. A little bit of back pressure. Good.
That looks messy.
Yeah, but we touched down the mains. We worked this close to touching down on the nose, and I said a little bit more back pressure, and he gave that nice little jerk back, and that's what saved it. And that last little tug, if you go back and watch the video, you'll hear me saying more back pressure. You'll see your hand doing that, and that's what power up a little bit. That last little tug that you gave just before the wheels touched, that's what made it a nice landing, because if you're not actively pulling back when the wheels touch the ground, it will be a hard, rough, possibly flat landing. Gravity is always accelerating the airplane downward, so unless you're giving an upwards force to oppose gravity, that acceleration will slam you down hard every time. Right. So there has to be an upwards lift from you to counter the downwards force of gravity as the wheels touch, to make it a slow touchdown, a soft touchdown, and not a slam touchdown. Okay, one more. Flaps, you already got set to take off. Trim, is it good? Pretty good. So, call roll.
Calling with traffic, Golf Yankee, Charlie Sierra, rolling on 3-1 for the circuit.
Perfect. Feet off brakes. Watch the yaw. That left turning tendency on the power application is typical. Good. Nice correction. Airspeed's getting up there.
I wait for the jiggling.
There's rotation. As soon as you wait too long, the plane will actually start to kind of skip down the runway, and that's kind of the plane telling you that it's ready to go, and you're, a little delayed on getting it airborne with back pressure.
It's bad form, man.
Yeah, it's not good for the wheels. I mean, the airplane is much more controllable in the air than it is on the ground. So once it's ready to be in the air, let's get it in the air. Why wait? Why delay? If there's a strong crosswind, that might be one instance where we delay the rotation or the liftoff. But other than that, when it's ready to fly, get it flying. And don't forget, every time you flick that fuel pump off, confirm fuel pressure. I'd like to hear it out loud.
Fuel pressure confirmed.
And even it's a good habit to check the fuel caps as well to make sure that they're both still secure. That's more important on the first takeoff, but every takeoff it's a good habit to be into. And we're well above 500 feet, so start that turn crosswind. This one's looking pretty good actually. We're going to end up just on the west side of the golf course, which is about perfect for this strong windy day. We'll get a good level off this time, so we're perpendicular to the runway, so we're good crosswind angle here. Good altitude, attitude, power. Way back to 18 inches. Clear to the right. So start your turn and call downwind for full stop.
Calling with traffic, Golf Yankee, Charlie Sierra on downwind for 3-1 full stop. Oh, now we do my checkups, my checkouts, or whatever you call them.
Yeah, we got the time this time. We can look overhead the field. No one's coming in from Wasaga Beach. Once that looks clear, then yes, downwind checks. So where do we start?
Right up here.
Yep.
Taxi, position, landing. I don't know, but you have to explain some of those to me.
All right, we'll talk about that on the ground. Let's get straight down to the Masters.
Masters all on.
Straight across now. Mags
good. Fuel pump.
Good. Fuel pump.
Fuel pump on.
There, now it's good. Gauges, green. Circuit breakers in.
It's all on.
Mixture
all the way. I got all set properly.
All right, watch the field. We're getting really close to the runway. You're letting yourself get drifted back on top of it, so let's turn back to the right, crab roll to the right this time. And then we got the safety items, seatbelts, canopy is latched.
Loose items.
Brakes, tap your brakes.
Brakes.
And
I'll need those.
Okay. So we're past the beam touchdown point, so flaps. Also confirm that we are less than 108. We are well under that, so we're fine. And we're probably, well, because we were kind of tight, we should take it a little further. Watch the airspeed. We're getting well below that kind of minimum 70 that we want in the circuit.
13. Forward.
Excellent.
13 and forward. Right on the down leg.
Airspeed is slow. Let's fix that airspeed. With the throttle controls your airspeed on approach. Pitch. Right, so I want to see, there it is. We got a nice nose forward pitch enough that we're now at a regular airspeed.
Collingwood traffic, Golf Yankee Charlie Sierra on final for 3-1, full stop.
Maybe a little gust there made us all of a sudden sink down a bit steeper, so good response to get that power in. Now that we're back up to where we need to be, even slightly higher, get that power back. Wait for your center line, it's trying to jostle you around all over the place, but resist it as much as you can. Stay over to the right, stay over to the right.
Right.
Stay nose low until we're right ready to round out, not quite yet. Now we're just holding it level, not too much back pressure. A little bit now as we sink, a little more as we sink. And there's the nose. Notice how much longer after touchdown before the nose wheel touched the ground? That's good, that's what we want. Landed the mains only, the nose held off for a little bit, then it came down. And that was what was lacking from your previous couple of circuit lessons, was you were not being patient enough with it, not enough back pressure, just kind of rounding out and letting it settle down hard and flat. This time, sure, they weren't the prettiest, but I chalk that up to the gust, having to fight for your center line at the last minute there, that's not what we want. That just makes it a lot harder.
It wasn't me, was it?
Us getting over was, the wind shifting a little bit. If that happens, you still got to be ready to fight against it. You can leave that stuff until we're off the runway. Yeah, just to finish my train of thought there, the landings may not have looked the prettiest, but you know what? They were on the mains, they weren't too hard, they were good landings, especially under what is still a challenging condition with the gusts. And stop anywhere here. And now the after, well, first call down and clear. Collingwood traffic, Yankee Charlie Sierra, down and clear.
Collingwood traffic, Golf Yankee Charlie Sierra, down and clear.
And then the after landing checks on the checklists.
Of course, wow, could I forget? After landing throttle 1000.
Looks good.
Ground lean.
And now the flaps come up.
Light says required position.
Fuel pump was next.
Bump your right, check pressure.
And always confirm pressure, it's fine.
Always say check pressure. Anytime record 1 minute past that. Ops time we'll do in a second.
Yeah, so every time you got right now, take off at least a minute, if not 2 minutes. It's been about that long since we sat down.
It's 12, 3.
And the lights, so right now we want nothing on except for the position lights. So your landing light should go off, and the strobe light. So you were asking about the lights. The landing light you can see on the wingtip there, on the front there. One of those is the landing light. The other one is the taxi light. Can't really see them right now because it's too bright out. But those are really, they're more for night than anything else. The landing light illuminates the runways you're coming in to land. The taxi light is kind of like your low beam, so you can see the taxiway line while you're taxiing. But we still flick them on in the circuit during the day because it makes us more visible, especially when we turn final, to have a big bright light flashing straight in front of us, or just shining right in front of us. It's a steady light. It makes us more visible to someone who might be waiting at the hold short line looking for traffic about to backtrack. He's more likely to see us and know to hold short.
Where do you want me?
We'll go beside the corner of the building by the picnic table, so you can actually stay a little more to the left. Your position lights is the red, green, and white lights. Actually, this is on the wingtips. White lights face backwards, red and green on either wingtip. And then your strobe light are the really bright flashing white lights. A little more to the left. And now, turn to the right.
Yes?
That's fine there.
Shut down. Everything throttle to 1000, mixture, ground, lean, it already is. Engine gauges check, boom, boom. Radio check 10, or 121.5, 21.
So we've actually, it's on the standby on COM 2. So let's press this knob. And now we're on COM 2. If you hit the flip-flop button now.
Make it green.
Volume's up. And, oh, sorry, we're not listening yet. We gotta hit that button.
Right.
And now we're listening. And we hear nothing.
Right.
So that's good.
We go back.
17, 1, temperature, 26.
Calm.
Yeah, turn it off there.
Lights off. Avionics master off.